What's up everyone, Tactical here, and today I'll be showcasing one of my favorite Great League lines as of right now. If you've been following me for longer, you might be surprised it's not the Azumarill Double Ghost line, because I've used that one for a while. That's been my bread and butter line since Season 2, basically, and it's still very good. But there are two major flaws with the Azumarill Marowak Sableye line. One, it's very predictable. Lots of people are running it now. People know it's my line, so it's easily predictable. And two is it gets destroyed by grasshole. The Bastiodon double Razor Leaf line is just pretty much unbeatable with that team, unfortunately. And I really don't like losing to that team. So I decided to build a new line. This one designed to build grasshole, and two also that contains Mew, because I think Mew is a really solid place in the meta. I'm running it with Wild Charge, Flame Charge. It can just go off with those two moves. Such good coverage, very good versus Azumarill and G-Fisk with that moveset. Only issue with Mew is that it loses Bastiodon and lose to Victreebel. So I needed to combine it with two Pokemon that can take out both of those. And that's where Venusaur and G-Fisk come in. Venusaur is a really solid matchup versus Victreebel, being able to beat it in all shield scenarios. It has a good matchup versus all Razor Leafers for that matter. It's basically the king of grass types. And Stunfisk just absolutely walls Bastiodon and has a lot of play versus Razor Leafers, especially Shadow Victreebel. It can beat it in the 0 and 1 shield, though it does struggle in the 2 shield versus all Razor Leafers. If you don't have a Mew, you can also use Sableye. I used that a bit as well yesterday and today, and it also did really well. Actually, it did better. It did better, but that might just be because of the team comps. All right, second game, going to Marowak. Actually, I went first day I used this team again. I went 20-5, so that's a really good score. And then I also went 22-5 with, or 22-3 with the team with Sableye in the back. So you're gonna see some matches with that in the back. All right, I Marowak lead. That's not great. I swap in Mew versus his Marowak. It brings in Deoxys. Must not have a good answer in the back. So I just take this Deoxys down right here. Mew has a really good matchup versus all the psychics, and it can just charge up those flame charges right there, get the attack boost, and that's so big. I'm not expecting a counter in the back. I'm just saving my Mew. Gonna throw a Wild Charge at whatever comes in. It's the Marowak. Let's take a look at this double boosted Wild Charge. This will do a ton. Look at that, and that's why Mew is so powerful. With some boosts, it can just go off. I don't need to shield this move. Because it's just a Shadow Ball, and I can tank it. He has a Machamp in the back. Venusaur is a pretty good answer to Machamp, though one Rock Slide from Shadow Machamp would almost KO. I decided to no shield, kind of predicting the bait, but he does throw the Rock Slide. That's not great. I go for the Stretch Bomb. I could have just gone Frenzy Plant, but a Stretch Bomb would KO as well, and you know, I don't know. I just wanted to throw him off or whatever. And now I can just reach the Earthquake right here. So I had a bad lead, but Mew was able to regain switch, get a big advantage against my opponent, and Stunfisk is able to clean it up right there. That's a good game to my opponent. I think this is why I really like Stunfisk as well. You could go with something like Bastiodon, but Stunfisk just has a lot more play versus the fighters. Alright, Skarmory lead, absolutely horrible. That's why you have Mew as a safe swap. Does pretty well against Skarmory. I can get to the Flame Charge right there. We CMP tied on that move. He doesn't have to shoot, but he does shoot, fearing the Wild Charge. That's really good for me. I shield as well, because I want to keep my Mew alive. Hopefully he takes switch. Brings in Diggersby, which is just crazy. That's an awesome Pokemon. New in Kalos. Really good against Mew because it resists those Shadow Claws, and I have nothing I can throw. That's super effective. I have a Flame Charge. Flame Charge is good for buffing attack, but it's not the strongest move, unfortunately. I can take another Fire Punch. Diggersby is very defense weighted, so it doesn't have a lot of attack to it. I'm gonna farm to Wild Charge right there. Or Switch Timers are misaligned, so I'm hoping to get to a Frenzy right here, because his Switch Timer is not up just yet. But as you can see already, it catches it perfectly on Skarmory. That's a really good play by my opponent right there. Unfortunate for my Venusaur. And my Stunfisk and Mew are gonna have a big problem with Diggersby in the back. Diggersby is a really good Stunfisk answer. Can hit for super effective with Fire Punch and Earthquake on my Stunfisk. But I think I still have a small chance here. Depends on what he has in the back. If it's something like really weak to Stunfisk, maybe a Galvantula or whatever, that would be good for me. But I'm not expecting a Galvantula with Skarmory lead. Could also be something like the Deoxys or Sableye, a safe swap option. I guess we'll see. I take this Brave Bird. I'm already so low. He brings in Diggersby. I try to press the Earthquake, but he gets in with the Fire Punch, and I have to shield this. This will do too much damage. I'm not expecting a shield, so I'm gonna just trade Earthquake. Rock Slide definitely would not have KO'd. He brings in the Deoxys. This is all right, but it's not great. Especially if he shields this move. If he no shields this move, I might have a chance, but he shields. That's unfortunate, and I don't even reach the Rock Slide anyway. I'm just gonna throw the Wild Charge, but it won't do enough. But it does do a bunch of damage. Look at that. That's a good amount to a Deoxys. That's a good game. We are really hard countered there, but Diggersby, that's so cool. All right, Bastiodon lead. You're gonna see the power of Venusaur. Right, he brings in Shiftry, a Grass type. I'll just stay in with my Venusaur right here. My team is actually not that great versus Shiftry. Venusaur does alright, but Shiftry brings it really low. Stunfisk also generally wins, but it's a really close matchup, and he baits here, which is really bad for me. I'm just gonna go straight Sludge Bomb, but honestly, I should have gone straight Frenzy Plant, because once we use two shields, my Vine Whips will have done enough damage to Shiftry to KO with a Frenzy. So straight Frenzy right there would have been the play. Hopefully I can still get to it. I don't. It's really unfortunate. If I would have just gone straight Frenzy Plant, I would have been able to KO this Shiftry. So this is gonna be a really close match still, unfortunately. Let's see if I could pull it off though. Oh, he sack swaps his Bastiodon into my Rock Slide, which is not that great for me, but on the other side, it's not that terrible for me either, because I can just overfarm here. I can easily tank a Flamethrower. I am expecting a Shadow Victory Bell in the back though, which is not great. I will throw the Earthquake right here. And the good thing about Mew is it outpaces a Shadow Vic to the Leaf Blade. So if it is Shadow Vic, I'm just gonna have to swap into Mew immediately, and I can get to the Flame Charge before he gets to the Leaf Blade. There we go. That's a good game. This should KO. Shadow Vic is so squishy that Flame Charge will KO this for sure. Jeez. All right. Next match. Venusaur into Shiftry. Again, I should go straight Frenzy here. Though, in the lead scenario, I might consider going Sludge Bomb, because it is possible that they decide to no shield. But yes, I go for the Frenzy right here. Even if he no shields, I can just Vine Whip down afterwards, which is fine. Alright, he shields, really good for me. At this point, I could even decide to go with the Sludge Bomb, because I'm pretty sure I make it to 2 Sludge Bombs. Or I make it to a Sludge Bomb and a Frenzy at least. Because if he shields this, I should still be able to make it to the Frenzy. And at that point, it will KO because of the extra Vine Whip damage. I'm gonna have to shield this move to be able to get off this Frenzy Plant. Again, I think straight Frenzy might have been the play there. Looking back, I don't hit all the bubbles, and because of it, I don't KO him. Oh man, that's a really bad spot to be in. I would have gotten switch advantage right there, but now I'm stuck with my G-Fisk. I even take a Leaf Blade. He brings in Azu. It's not great. Luckily, he switch locked his Azu, and Mew is pretty good against Azu. Thing with the Mew and Azu matchup is that Mew doesn't kill Azu with 1 Wild Charge. He needs 2. So what I do here is I Flame Charge once, which won't do like any damage. But now the next Wild Charge will KO, and I'm only debuffed once by Wild Charge. If I would have gone for double Wild Charge right there, 1, I would not have been attack buffed, but 2, I would have also been double defense dropped. Ooh, barely don't get to the Wild Charge, which is unfortunate, but luckily Stunfisk has a really good matchup versus Deoxys. I just have to watch out for the sack swap. He still has a Shiftry in the back with like 1 HP. And if he decides to sack swap that into my rock slide right here, I will definitely lose the game. So I have to watch out for that one. Throws a rock slide, it's not enough. Does he get to another rock slide? He does. Can I survive? I think I barely survive. I waited for him to throw a counter there, to throw the rock slide in the middle of his counter so he couldn't do the sack swap. One more shot and the shift tree is down. Jeez. Alright, Abomasnow lead. Absolutely horrible. This is where Flame Charge on Mew comes in really handy though. Alright, brings in Azumarill. Again, one Wild Charge doesn't KO, so I always throw the Flame Charge first. Because I'm gonna Flame Charge once, and then I'm gonna start Wild Charging. But she actually shields, which is really good for me. Now I get a shield, and I pretty much get a free Wild Charge here. I'm not expecting a second shield. Spending 2 shields on Azumarill is kind of a waste usually. So I'm just gonna go for the Wild Charge here. I should KO now that I'm buffed, and Azumarill goes down. What does she bring in? Brings in Abomasnow. I'm just gonna go straight for the Flame Charge. If she wants this Abomasnow to live, she's gonna have to shield, and that's really good for me. Get a shield, get some extra Shadow Claw damage. At this point, this Abomasnow is almost in Rock Slide range for a Stunfisk, so I'm just gonna let my Mew go. I don't want to get farmed down by Abomasnow. I have Stunfisk with a shield, which is just so powerful. Brings in Toxicroak. I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake. I take out the Toxicroak because my Venusaur doesn't have a good matchup against this either. And I might have some use in the back. Alright. So Abomasnow is going for the Weather Ball Energy Ball. Really good play. That means the next Weather Ball will kill. I actually tried to... I pressed the swap before the Energy Ball, but it didn't sack swap for some reason. And then it brought my Venusaur in afterwards, which is not great. I just wanted to get to the Frenzy right there. I didn't realize the Sludge one would come up at the same time. But it did. It won't matter anyway. I just need one Mud Shot right here to KO the Abomasnow, and he's not at 2 moves yet. So it's a really good game. Coming back for an Abomasnow lead. This were all the Mew battles. We're gonna head into some battles with Sableye in the back right now. Alright, first game with Sableye in the back. We're leading to Drifblim. That's not great, but luckily both of our mons on the back line are pretty good against Drifblim. Swap to Sableye. It's my safe swap. It brings in Scrafty. If I hit the return here, it brings Scrafty into farm down range for Sableye. So I'm gonna throw it, but he shields. A very smart play for my opponent. If he foul plays right here, he can just farm me down and throws a Power Punch, which is really good for me. Actually, what I can do here is shield the next move and go for another return to take him out. But I just decided it's time to let my Sableye go. I hope that my Venusaur and G-Fisk can sweep in the back. I bring in Venusaur right here, of course, because G-Fisk is just really bad against Crafty. I'm farming up here. I want as much energy as possible for the Drifblim. Drifblim can tank a Rock Slide from... a G-Fisk pretty nicely, so I want to hit the Drifblim with one Frenzy just to chip it a little bit so that I put it in a Rock Slide range for my G-Fisk. I can get to one Frenzy right here, and I don't want my Venusaur to go down because this Drifblim is very likely gonna Icy Wind my G-Fisk and debuff my attack, and I want to have a swap available to reset that debuff. I go for the Rock Slide immediately. I just want to chip this Drifblim as much as I can. Really low. At this point, I can probably Mud Shot down, but I'm gonna shield right here. I don't want to take a Shadow Ball. Might be a Shadow Ball. It's another Icy Wind. That's not great. Brings in a Spark Lantern. Alright, Lantern is not great, but it's Spark. And Spark can't farm me down at least. If I call a Thunderbolt bait here, I should be in a good spot. I think my opponent can just go double Hydro Pump, but I'm gonna no-shoot anyway. I'm gonna call the Thunderbolt. It's my only way to win, and he does throw the Thunderbolt, so that's really nice for me. At this point, I'm gonna Rock Slide. I have a swap available, but if he shoots this, I won't have to swap out here. I can just go for another Earthquake and take out the Lantern and be very safe. I don't want his Lantern to be able to farm down my Venusaur or whatever. Wouldn't be great. Yeah, it just goes for a Hydro Pump right there. I shield it, luckily, and I still have a shield for a Drifblim now. I'm just gonna swap instantly to Venusaur though, because a Vine Whip does more damage than a Mud Shot would, and now I Mud Shot him down. That's a very good game. Alright, Bastiodon lead. This is where Venusaur does really good. Venusaur actually wins the one shoot versus Bastiodon, and which is great. It means they will have to double shield if they want to win this matchup. And considering most Bastion elites have Razor Leafers in the back, they're not very inclined to double shield usually, because Razor Leafers without shields are just bad. They need at least one shield, preferably two, so they most of the time they don't shield their Bastiodon at all. And then Venusaur can just kill one of the Razor Leafers, and G-Fisk can take care of the other. Alright, he shields once though, and finishing the Toxicroak. Alright, so this is not the double Razor Leaf line. That's very interesting. I'm curious to see what's in the back. I'm still expecting a Razor Leafer maybe, but we'll see. I just bring in Sableye right here. Good matchup against Toxicroak. I can tank one Mud Bomb and I can farm him down, which is very, very, very nice for me. I'll have a foul play ready for the Bastiodon, which I'm expecting to come back in. Bastiodon can still tank a foul play, so I'll throw it immediately and then farm him the rest of the way down with Shadow Claw. Yeah, as you can see, can farm him down, get to another foul play, which I'm gonna throw immediately. It doesn't matter what comes in, I'm not gonna get to the return anyway, so I'm just gonna throw the foul play right away. It's a Shadow Vic, as expected. And I can... Venusaur has enough health to get to the Sludge Bomb. These Razor Leafs are double resisted, so they don't do that much. And Venusaur just cleans up a grasshole right there. As you can see, Venusaur is just so oppressive versus the Bastiodon Razor Leaf core that Stunfisk wasn't even required that game. Alright, Altaria lead, horrible. Probably one of the worst leads I can see. Brings in Shadow Vic as well, which wins the once versus Sableye. Unless I can get to two foul plays here, but I don't think so. I usually don't. Sableye is just not tanky enough to get off two moves, and I don't. But at least I burned a shield off of him. Bring in Venusaur. I have to remember he has Altaria on the back, which is not great for me. I'm just gonna call the Leaf Blade. If it was Sludge Bomb, my Venusaur would have been dead, which would not have been awesome. But it is what it is. I have to keep my shield advantage here and hope Stunfisk can sweep. That's what Stunfisk is good in, sweeping with shield advantage, especially when there's something like Altaria on the back. I don't feel like throwing my Sludge Bomb right here. I'm just gonna swap to Stunfisk, keep the energy just in case there's something weak in the back to the Frenzies, and it's Azumarill. So my plan here is to just throw Earthquakes, burn shields, and hopefully burn the switch timer so that my Venusaur can kill the Azumarill with a Frenzy Plant later. At this range, an Earthquake wouldn't kill, but double Rock Slide would, and I just wanna burn the switch clock. So I'm gonna Rock Slide. Hopefully he shields, and it would be ideal scenario, and he does. That's really, really good for me. At this point, I just wanna farm up. Farm up to Rock Slides. Altaria dies to 2 Rock Slides at this range, so if I can keep 2 Rock Slides stored, that'd be really awesome for me. Alright, I bring in my Venusaur right here. Frenzy Plant to Azumarill. Altaria's gonna come in. Altaria's in double Rock Slide range, but I'm not quite at it yet. I think I'm in double Sky Attack range as well, so hopefully he doesn't have to yet. He did farm up a bunch. Can I get it? I get to 1 Rock Slide right there. 1 Rock Slide won't be enough. I need another one. Can I get another Rock Slide? And I do. This should be enough. That's a good game. Altaria, Victory Bell, Azumarill into Venusaur, Stunfisk, Sableye, and somehow I was still able to come back on top. That's just the power of this core. All 3 of these Pokemon with some shields, with some proper energy management, can do a lot of work against even their biggest counters, and it makes this team really fun to use, really flexible, and you're able to beat like even your hardest counter with it. So those were all the battles for now. At least the ones I'm gonna shoutcast. I'm gonna show you one more battle from my stream. Actually, from a battle I did on Arrow stream. It was probably one of the best matches I've played in a while. I played with my Venusaur Mew team against a Mandibuzz lead, and Mew ends off popping off. So enjoy that video. If you enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing the video. See you guys later. Oh, this is the worst lead possible with my line. I'm just gonna throw 1 Sludge Bomb. I can take an Aerial Ace pretty easy.
If he doesn't have Aerial Ace, it's not awful.
True. And I have Wild Charge. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll take 1 move, swap to Stunfisk, hopefully burn shields on the next Pokemon, and then I might be able to close with Mew in the back.
Well, we're only able to go 3 hours because like y'all are here. Like it's not only like we love doing it, but it's a lot easier when people show up.
I didn't realize you would get another one so quick.
This is a weird stream time for me, and we still got 240 people. I really appreciate that, guys.
Alright, I can definitely burn some
That's not
shields here.
awful. It's a power whip.
I didn't realize he would go back to back.
What time is it there? It is 6:33 in the morning.
Yes,
I'm from Texas.
Back. Ooh, he shields. Alright, that's really good. I just want to get one Earthquake. Farm him down.
And you can get that Earthquake.
I definitely can. And I need to keep my Stunfisk alive because I'm gonna debuff my Mew. Mandibuzz, Ferrothorn. What else could he have in the back? Maybe another grass.
I love this play. Thank you for the follow, Sarah. You know, Rob, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna send her.
Like, it's Azu.
The way I'm definitely gonna stop by, but I don't think I can send a raid because it's not Pogo related. But I definitely want to stop by.
Flame charge once.
Do you take it? Like
no. I don't think I can, because he would just farm me down. I think the play here is he's just gonna let this go. I'm gonna have to sack my Stunfisk pretty much.
No, you're most definitely gonna have to sack it.
One Snarl. I think he needs 2 more Snarls, so that's 3. That's 3 Shadow Claws, and then I'm gonna sack my Stunfisk.
I love the way you're playing this.
1.
I don't know if it's gonna.
2, 3. We sack. And then I just gotta make sure he doesn't sack on my Mew. Well, he might still get to the Power Whip on his.
He doesn't have anything to sack.
He does.
Oh, he does.
2, 3. There you go. Oh my god! How the hell did I win this?
Because you're a god.
What the hell?
What does arrow mean? I mean, it's just.
Holy
I'm an arrow.
shit. What the hell? Man, that was a great game. That was a great game.
Can we get some claps in the chat?
Oh, man.